Good morning, boys and girls. We are on to chapter 21 in Swindle, where we left off last. They were in the home, in Swindle's house. They had broken through the that roof window that goes into the bathroom, and that's where that. Now, remember, while this is all going down, there was a guy who had to pick up the baseball card. So that was going on. Remember, they gave him wrong directions so that he wouldn't um, end up there while they're in the middle of the heist. So let's see how this goes. In all the years he had worked as a bonded courier for the Worthington auction house, Lamar Fontaine had never been so lost. Cedar Springs was a tiny hamlet tucked in a remote corner of Westchester County. There was a Park Avenue, but no Park Avenue extension. If you extended Park Avenue, you'd end up at the bottom of a lake. And there was definitely no 531. There weren't 531 houses in the whole town, and probably not 531 Cedar Springers. He felt like he'd already spoken to most of them asking directions. This was worse than the time he had to transport the Ming vase through Brooklyn during the big blackout. Finally located a gas station and went inside for help. The mini mart clerk had no idea, but one of the customers was able to shed some light on the subject. Listen, I don't want to tell you your business, but I grew up on Long Island. And I think what you're looking for is Cedarville, not Cedar Springs. They've got the only Park Avenue extension I know. Thanks. Fontaine returned to his SUV. Wrong town, wrong county, wrong part of the state. It was the Ming vase all over again. Why him? All right, so that guy's lost. I guess that's good. 5 nylon ropes slapped to the floor of the bathroom under the skylight. Savannah lowered hers first. Eyes peeled for signs of Luther. All cleared, she called up. Griffin descended next, followed by Melissa, then Darren, who left a trail of boot marks on the wall, of course. Griffin handed him a towel to erase the evidence. Pitch made sure the others were safely inside before jumping on her own rope and starting down. All at once, there was a screech of tearing metal as she plummeted toward them. Griffin moved to try to cushion her fall. Between himself and Darren, they half caught her, but could not prevent her ankle from twisting as it hit the tile floor. Ow! The broken vent pipe came next, jagged and rusty, bearing all 5 climbing ropes. Pitch, are you all right? Griffin hissed urgently, gritting her teeth. Pitch tested her right leg. She winced in pain. I don't think it's broken, she managed, but it's a nasty sprain. Can you walk? I'll manage, Pitch replied stoically. But I won't be doing any climbing. She looked ruefully at the piece of pipe and its dangled nylon. I guess none of us will be. The awful truth dawned on Griffin. Are you saying that we're trapped in here? Pitch nodded sadly. I could have gotten up there myself and rigged something for the rest of you guys, but not now. Griffin reached for the walkie-talkie on his belt. Ben, we've got a situation here. You've got to find a way to get up that ladder and drop us a new rope. I know it's not something you want to do, but this is an emergency. Pitch is. He frowned. Ben, are you there? Ben, are you there? He slapped the handset against his thigh. Come in, Ben, please. He looked at the others. Ben's out of the picture for a while. It's a long story. I think he fell asleep again. Are you saying, Savannah asked in horror, that we've got no choice but to wait around until Swindle comes home and finds us? Forget that, Darren said flatly. Worst comes to worst, we all walk out the front door. So the alarm goes off. Big deal. I'll take my chances beating the cops home. No alarm, Griffin exclaimed. Nobody opens a door or a window unless I say so. We stick to the plan. Darren indicated the injured Pitch. Your precious plan is busted, or haven't you noticed? The plan is fighting the card first, Griffin insisted. Then we worry about getting out. Melissa emerged from her here. I'll check the alarm box in the meantime. There might be something I can do. You can't shut down the system, Griffin warned. That'll contact Swindle, and he'll call the police for sure. I'll be careful, Melissa promised. Trust me. Griffin was amazed at how much he actually did trust her. Everybody, remember to keep your gloves on, no fingerprints. He swallowed hard. Maybe this operation wasn't doomed yet. His thoughts were interrupted by a long, low growl from out in the hallway. Urgh, urgh. When Luther's black and tan head hove into view in Griffin's flashlight beam, the Doberman was already moving at full speed in attack mode. Savannah, Griffin squeaked, pushing the dog whisperer into the path of the 90 pounds of raw canine power. Savannah pulled out her stocking cap, allowing her long hair to spill out onto her shoulders. Luther, sweetie, the big guard interrupted itself in mid-pounce, landing on its back, wiggling like a puppy and presenting its belly to be scratched. Savannah obliged, cooing, "Good boy, beautiful boy. Oh, I missed you so much." Okay, guys, it wasn't until Griffin let out his breath that he realized he'd been holding it. Split up. We've got to find that safe. Pitch limped into a small guest room and sat down hard on the bed. She pulled up the leg of her jeans and shined her flashlight on her ankle. Didn't look too bad yet, but she knew that if she dared take off her shoe, she wouldn't be able to get it back on again. This was going to swell up like a watermelon. She should probably be icing it now, but in the middle of a heist, who had time? No way she was going to let the others down, any more than she already had by getting hurt. Griffin came in. "Any sign of the safe?" Pitch hobbled over and checked the small closet. Nothing. Griffin noticed the grimace that accompanied her every step. "Are you going to be okay? Maybe you should sit this one out." "We'll find it. I'll live," Pitch assured him. "Make sure you do." He ran out into the dark hall where he nearly bumped into Savannah and the dog. "Griffin, there's something wrong with Luther." "Yeah, he's a psychopath. What else is new?" "I'm serious. He's nervous and upset. Keeps looking over his shoulder. I think he's trying to tell me something." As if to prove her point, the dog closed its teeth gently on her sleeve and began tugging her toward the stairs. "See? Look, Griffin. Look," Griffin said impatiently. "We'll make an anonymous phone call tomorrow and tell Swindle to take him to the vet. But right now, you're just going to have to wing it. As long as the dog isn't chewing on anybody, he's fine, okay?" "But Griffin." All at once, Darren's voice called, "I've got it. It's here." All right. So it looks like maybe they found the safe. Let's see if they can get into it. We'll leave that for chapter 22, which we'll get to tomorrow. All right, boys and girls, have a wonderful day.